Our sweeps the lawyer who took on President Trump. Michael Avenatti tonight is now accused of stealing millions from his own clients, including stealing from a $4 million settlement he helped win for a paraplegic man. Authorities say using stolen money to buy real estate and to buy this private jet right there that federal agents have now seized tonight. ABC's chief national correspondent, Matt Gutman.
Michael Avenatti famously crowed that he won millions for his clients. Tonight, prosecutors are saying that for several of those clients, what he won, he mostly pocketed.
Mr. Avenatti received money on behalf of clients and simply took the money to finance his businesses and his personal expenses.
A federal grand jury indicting the flashy LA attorney on 36 counts of fraud, perjury, and failing to pay taxes, the types of crimes he so often accused President Trump of committing. Avenatti is now accused of stealing millions from his clients to finance a luxury lifestyle that included a chain of coffee shops, which he advertised on his race car suit, a big home, even a jet, which prosecutors say he used client money to buy.
Mr. Avenatti allegedly took nearly all that money and used it to pay for his portion of a private jet. A jet, incidentally, that we seized yesterday.
There it is being towed away from a Southern California airport.
It is Lawyer 101. You do not steal your client's money.
One of the alleged victims, Jeffrey Johnson, is a paraplegic. Prosecutors say Avenatti drained almost all of the $4 million he got in a settlement from LA County, giving Johnson only money for rent at an assisted living facility. Tonight, the man's lawyer saying Avenatti's actions have left Mr. Johnson destitute. Avenatti, who is already facing extortion charges in New York, has been characteristically defiant, denying all of the allegations.
I will be fully exonerated and justice will be done. Thank you.
Matt Gutman with us live tonight outside federal court. And Matt, Michael Avenatti is now facing the second wave of charges tonight. If convicted, what kind of prison time could he face?
An enormous amount, David. If convicted on all of those charges, he faces a combined maximum of nearly 400 years. That is a life sentence. And tonight we are told that the prosecutor's office is aware of additional victims, and it's possible we might see additional indictments. Tonight, Avenatti weighing in again, saying he denies all of the allegations and saying he is innocent. David.
Matt Gutman with us live tonight. Matt, thank you. Next tonight to the huge outpouring in Los Angeles for slain rap star and activist Nipsey Hussle. What's being called a celebration of life is now taking place in the Staples Center, thousands turning out to pay respects. An outspoken advocate for ending gang violence, he was shot and killed in front of his clothing store. President Obama paying tribute in a letter writing Nipsey saw potential, he saw hope. His family tonight describing him as a superhero, saying he made the world proud. We turn next year to California. The couple missing for days in the mountains. Footprints were the first clues to get to them, and then a nighttime fire seen from the sky leading to the rescue and the so-called life straw they used to filter out parasites from the water to survive. Here's ABC's Will Carr.
Tonight, a first look at the harrowing helicopter rescue of two hikers stuck in pitch-black, perilous conditions. Rescuers spotted a fire sparked by the hikers who'd been lost for almost 5 days. Amazingly, both were in good condition, but were stuck between two waterfalls on one of the most dangerous mountains in the United States.
We just lost the trail.
Eric DeSplinter, a former National Guardsman who served in Afghanistan, and Gabrielle Wallace set out for a day hike last Saturday.
We tried to descend through a valley, but that valley was more treacherous than we thought.
These are experienced hikers, but this is rough, rugged terrain where one wrong turn can prove fatal.
For days, search teams scoured 19,000 acres, finally finding footprints. Both hikers were airlifted to safety and reunited with their families.
We're very grateful to be found.
To survive, the hikers say they rationed their food. They also used what's called a life straw. You stick this in water in the wilderness, and it removes both parasites and bacteria. David.
We're just glad they've been found. All right, Will, thank you. Tonight, a White House counsel from the Obama administration is now facing criminal charges that came out of the Mueller investigation. A grand jury has now indicted Greg Craig for alleged violations of foreign lobbying laws for his work in Ukraine. Craig, in private practice since 2010, denies the charges. There is still much more. Next tonight here, Alexa, are you listening to this headline? Tonight, employees hired to listen to what you ask Alexa for and what they say they also heard in the process. They told Bloomberg some of what they heard was alarming. Here's ABC's Lindsay Davis.
Alexa, dim the lights. Okay.
While Alexa is listening when you speak, according to a new report by Bloomberg, some Amazon employees may be listening too. Tonight, Bloomberg reports that thousands of workers from around the world listen, review, and transcribe your voice commands, comparing what you say to what Alexa's algorithm thinks you said, in an effort to, according to Amazon, improve the customer experience. In the Bloomberg report, workers revealed that they inadvertently sometimes overheard background and possibly criminal activity, including, on at least one occasion, a potential sexual assault.
Alexa, drop in on Charlie.
Amazon tells ABC News audio is not stored unless it has been triggered by the wake word. And at that time, the light at the top of the device turns blue. Of that audio, an extremely small number of interactions from a random set of customers are annotated, they said, and all information is treated with high confidentiality.
And Amazon wants to reassure people tonight that employees do not have direct access to information that can identify the person or account, and that users can disable access and delete their voice recordings at any time, David.
We often ask Alexa to find you in the afternoon. Thank you, Lindsay. To the index of other news, a Michigan State University student coming forward, senior Bailey Kowalski, is suing the school after allegedly being raped by 3 former members of the men's basketball team in 2015. She claims school counselors warned her that if she reported the attack, she'd be, quote, swimming with some really big fish.
We want all people to be treated with the dignity and respect, regardless of their status or the revenue they bring to the university. And I want other survivors to know that they matter.
Kowalski has not named the players. MSU wants the suit tossed out, saying the alleged attack happened off campus. There was news tonight about Empire actor Jussie Smollett. Chicago officials are now suing Smollett, claiming he owes the city more than $130,000 to cover the cost of police overtime to investigate that alleged hate crime that police say did not happen. NASA studied tonight comparing twin astronauts Scott and Mark Kelly and revealing that the effects of spaceflight do occur on the human body. Researchers say after spending nearly a year in orbit, Scott Kelly's DNA mutated in some cells and his cognitive test scores dropped. NASA says this will not affect, though, future long-term space missions. And it's not just Hollywood directors yelling cut. Actor Brad Pitt speaking at a public hearing, requesting more funding and improvements for the Los Angeles County Museum, then getting cut off when he ran out of time.
I can't say enough about him. I see my time's expired.
I know. It gives me great client pain to say, wrap it up, Mr. Pitt.
We actors suffer from verbosity.
Actress Diane Keaton also speaking. Apparently she did stick to time. When we come back tonight, finally tonight here, America Strong, the young scientist and her algorithm.
This is the first ever image of a black hole.
It was the image we showed you last night here, a first. 50 million light years away, a black hole measuring 20 billion miles across. It took nearly a decade of secretive work, a half-ton of hard drives storing the data from 8 telescopes. And this young woman, this young scientist, was in on it all.
I've been working on this project for almost 6 years now. Okay, ready?
Katie Bowman is just 29, a computer scientist who developed an initial algorithm that helped make the image possible. This was the moment she first saw the result of their work.
For the last year, we've basically had to have our lips sealed about this exact, imaging process. And even my family, I haven't been able to tell them yet.
The secret is out, the breakthrough from that team of scientists and the young woman who helped with her initial algorithm. And even before that image of a black hole, her message to the young minds who will come next.
I'd like to encourage all of you to go out and help push the boundaries of science, even if it may at first seem as mysterious to you as a black hole.
Katie inspiring the next generation, and she's just getting started. Hope to see you tomorrow. Good night.